This is the Transformers Generations Studio Series from the movie Transformers Bumblebee. Figure number 110, Voyager class, Shockwave. Now, he's one of the guys who made a few seconds appearance in the movie. He's not a concept art figure, he's an actual figure that did appear, but you blink and you miss him kind of deal in the movie. So I did pick up this figure from Amazon.com, and lo and behold, the packaging came out beautifully without any bubble wrap. Let's get this bad boy out of packaging.
Destroy the launch pad! Let none escape!
And here is the Studio Series Bumblebee movie Shockwave out of the box, and oh my goodness, holy crap, guys. I did not expect this figure to look this good. You know, when photos were released of this figure, I really didn't think much about it, much like Sunstreaker. I really thought it was a funky, it was a goofy looking character. It was a goofy looking sculpt, for that matter, based on the promo pics that were released. But having him in hand right now, the moment I opened the box, I haven't even taken him out of the twist ties. I was completely blown away by how good it was. I took him out of the packaging. Oh my goodness, the sculpt is absolutely unbelievable. Plastic quality is impeccable. The colors are great. Everything about this figure looks fantastic, at least in robot mode. As you can see right here, I had a lot of fun posing him. This is looking to be one of the best, at least in robot mode, figures from the Bumblebee movie in the Studio Series line. I was speaking to my buddy Fly Guy about this figure. He had already pre-ordered it weeks before it came out. And he said he was so impressed with the robot sculpt. And I was like, nah, it's just meh to me. It looks really goofy. I'm gonna wait till stocks arrive. And boy, was I wrong. He was absolutely on the money on this figure. I cannot wait to show it off for you guys. Let's take a closer look at the details of this new Studio Series Bumblebee movie Voyager class Shockwave. Head to toe, the figure stands at about 18.5 centimeters tall, or about 7 3/8 inches tall. But if you count the horns, up to the horns is about 19 centimeters tall, or about 7.5 inches tall. For some comparisons, here he is with the Takara Tomy Dramatic Capture Series Nemesis Bridge Voyager class Shockwave, which at one point was a leader class, and you can see the size disparity. He looks like a leader class compared to this Voyager class figure. And here he is with a couple of other Decepticons. Here we have the concept art Bumblebee movie Megatron from the Studio Series line. Unfortunately, we never saw him. That's why he's a concept art. And this one's a leader class. Now, if you count the horns, they're exactly the same height. So he's a pretty big Voyager. And if you ask me, he looks like a leader class compared to Megatron. This is the video game Reactivate Starscream. And this figure was already a very big Voyager. For me, when I reviewed this figure, I was surprised at how big it was. It was like the old Voyager class sizes that Hasbro used to do, and he still towers over him. But if you count the horns, it's a full centimeter. It's half a centimeter up to his head, and in terms of girth and just sheer bulkiness, he's way bigger than a regular Voyager class figure, and that's amazing for Hasbro to do. Onto the details of the figure. Oh my goodness, just looking at the sculpt, I am absolutely blown away. I did not expect it to look this good. The pictures did not do this figure justice. It felt like he was a thin Baymax figure. That's what those pictures made him look to be, with the very thick legs and gangly arms. And I thought he was a Cybertronian thin Baymax, but looking at him now, the proportions aren't that bad. They're actually pretty good. And one thing you will note with this one is the incredible plastic quality that this figure has. It doesn't feel like a Studio Series figure. It feels like one of those Reactivate figures. Plastic is super solid. There are no gummy, soft, cheap plastic about this. This is the only gummy piece right here, because for obvious reasons. But everything is solid. I don't even have to bust out the pencil for you to hear. You can hear it. It's so solid. And I don't mean to complain, but I'm just wondering why Hasbro suddenly had a change of heart. They're giving us premium plastic for their Studio Series line, and I certainly am not complaining. I am hoping this is the new standard for Studio Series because it is just gorgeous. You can see the gloss of that purple. Absolutely amazing. Now, the figure does come with some battle damage. You get these scuffing. It's not the scuffing of the paint. It's done on purpose. They've added silver paint. They've brushed on it to make him look battle damaged. Honestly, I don't think that was necessary. It would have been really nice without those, but they had to do it because they wanted accuracy, how he looked like in the movie. He had some battle damage. Okay, fine. But they didn't have to do that. I mean, I'm sure you can easily scrub that off with some isopropyl alcohol, but I think that kind of ruins this thing for me. Maybe I'm just biased with clean figures, but yeah. As far as paint apps goes, I didn't think that was necessary. Those are probably the only major paint apps this figure has. Yeah, he's got some gold or bronze highlights here and there, but other than that, oh, he's got some purple paint right here. The figure's plastic serves as its color, and I love it. I'm really, really liking it. Articulation for the figure, the neck is on a ball joint. You've got a waist swivel, and get this, ratcheting shoulder hinges, mainly due to transformation, but it wasn't necessary. But I'm glad they put this in so the figure doesn't get too annoying and you can actually have him hold poses with his gun, because I can imagine this gun will have some weight, and had they not put those ratchets, he wouldn't be able to do that pose in the movie. So swivels, forward and backward. You got a hinge elbow, and instead of a bicep swivel, he's got a forearm swivel. That's interesting. I would have wanted a bicep swivel. That would have made articulation for this figure much better, but as it is, yeah, it'll work. The wrists, they're on swivels. The hips, they can do the splits, mostly because of transformation. Kick forward, backward, you got a thigh swivel. Hinge knees that go up to 90 degrees. The feet can go up and down because of transformation and have a very minimal rocker tilt. If I'm going to complain about articulation, more than the biceps, lacking bicep swivel, I really would have wished there was a greater angle to this rocker tilt, but as it is, these are nitpicks, not really deal breakers. Overall, the figure looks absolutely fantastic. So let's transform Shockwave. Now, first of all, it is possible to have him hold his weapon. You can have him with both regular hands if you wanted to, but it's best if you transform his forearm and then just peg this thing here so it's G1 accurate. Okay, so remove the weapon, go ahead and fold out that peg. You're going to use that as a connecting port for the turret, and then you want to go ahead and extend that gun. Instructions actually don't mention extending the gun, but you probably need to, because it looks much better with the extended barrel. Okay, do the same on to the other side. That, and then you just want to straighten out the arms. Move them off to the side. You want to go ahead and rotate them 90 degrees, and then you want to tab them onto the back of the elbow. The legs, you want to do the splits, have them do the splits, and then bend at the thigh, ratcheting joint right there. And then the rear tank treads, you want to rotate, fold again, rotate, and then plug them back in. The feet are going to come up, and the chest, you're going to go ahead and open it up, extend it, fold it over and under the thighs, and you're going to tab them onto those hips, and then the inner knees are going to tab onto those pegs right there on the sides of the chest. That will solidify the front part of the tank. And then this piece right here, the abdomen piece, is going to fold and completely solidify that front part of the tank. Then this the torso piece is going to rotate, and then the head is going to fold down all the way down, and that locks in place. The arms, they're going to move off to the side and tab onto these pegs right here. Okay, that, come on. Okay, once you've done that, all that's left really is the turret. Tank turret is going to peg right here on top, on his belly. And that's that. That is Bumblebee movie Studio Series Shockwave in his tank mode. And I'm getting a lot of the Transformers Prime Beast Hunter Shockwave. You remember that show? Remember that toy? Oh my goodness. It looks somewhat like that, but this one's a little bit more stylized, more into the motif and aesthetic of the movie verse. Now, one thing you will notice with my copy of the figure, yep, sadly, this copy that I got from Amazon suffers from a quality control issue yet again. What else is new, right? Count the wheels underneath. Got 1, 2, 3, and it's missing a wheel. I tried looking for it, looked at the box, looked everywhere. It was really missing a wheel, and it is a very difficult peg. I mean, it's not that easy to come off. I tried pulling one of them out. It is very difficult, so I doubt it fell off somewhere. It really is missing. And like I always say, the universe just absolutely hates me, regardless of where I purchase my figures. This one's not from Amazon. I just always have to get the quality control issue, the defective piece from Hasbro. And that's just my fate. I can't win. I can't win from Hasbro. But nevertheless, it does not detract from playability. I mean, you can still roll. I mean, it's a minor thing, but I am thinking of already ordering one again from Amazon. Hopefully that one is pretty okay. Okay, so pretty cool alt mode. The hose extends all the way to the front. Very, very cool. You can have the turret rotate. Didn't transform in the movie, but this is really how he would have looked like. I can imagine. Giving that also Transformers animated strong arm vibes. Very, very cool. Or Shockwave. Animated Shockwave vibes. Now, since he's a purple figure, let's compare it with other purple figures. Here is the Dramatic Capture Series Nemesis Bridge Shockwave. As you can see, for a Voyager class figure, he is absolutely a heck of a lot bigger than this one. To think this one was a leader class. You can see right there the amount of plastic, just the girth that this one has. Just unbelievably beefy and bulky. Okay. Here is the Voyager class Cyclone. Now, this one is actually a pretty big Voyager class figure, and you can see they're about in the same league, amount of plastic, quality. I'm just so happy that Hasbro's gone back to this kind of quality. I hope this is not a one-off. I mean, I hope they don't go back to the old crap-tastic quality that they've been dishing out for the past few years. Now, 2024, they started out very nicely with Legacy United, and thank goodness they're listening to fans. They're giving us the stuff we need. And if they keep doing this, I actually don't mind the price increases. I mean, if you get quality, you pay for quality, I'm pretty okay with that. And so some final thoughts on the Studio Series Bumblebee movie, Shockwave. Man, this figure absolutely blew me away. Now, I say that with a lot of figures because I normally just prejudge the figure once I see the promo pics. And you can't blame me. The promo pics did not do justice to this figure. This figure is amazing. From the sculpt, the engineering, the details that they put on this thing, the quality of plastic is just unbelievable. It doesn't feel like it's a Hasbro product. I'm sorry. But it is an amazing, amazing figure, and I just wish I had ordered this thing sooner. Now, unfortunately, my figure did suffer from that missing wheel. It has one gaping missing piece right there, and yep, the universe just hates me. I just have to accept it. So I went ahead and ordered another one from Amazon, since it is the cheapest place to still get this thing. And I don't want to spend way too much just to get another figure. I'll probably pass this figure to another buddy who doesn't mind a figure with a missing wheel. He'll probably kit bash it or something like that. But it's a shame. I mean, I thought I was already past Hasbro's quality issues, but when you think it's all over, it comes back. It's just like a horror movie. It comes back to bite you in the rear, and it just sucks. But nevertheless, you can overlook that missing wheel. The figure is gorgeous. I cannot recommend this figure enough. If you're a big fan of the Studio Series line, you collect these figures, you love the Bumblebee movie, and you want to get these G1 inspired movieverse figures, you've got to pick up this figure. And this figure, despite my bad luck with it, is going to get a 10 out of 10. Let me know in the comment section what you guys think of this Transformers Generations Studio Series from the movie Bumblebee, Voyager class, Shockwave. Hit that notification bell so you never miss out on any of my latest video reviews. And if it's your first time here, please subscribe. Thanks for watching.